Visual amplification techniques.
Hello, sir. Please tell me whenever I have to start the class.
Yeah, five students are there. Yes, I have. Look at it, how it's still not. Yes, ma'am. It's almost 10 minutes. We can start the class.
Hello, good evening, students. Today, I will be discussing with you all some questions prior to the herbicide formulation. And these questions are asked in any of the exams, like the BHU, whether it's asked in a BHU or in AFO or ADO, and some MP pads like this Rajasthan pre PG. Okay, so the first question is integrated weed management includes, and your options are tillage operation, then use of herbicides, after that it's close planting, A and B, and the fifth all of these. Please give your answers in the chat box so that I will be telling who is has given the right answer. AFO 18, okay, he has given his answer. Anyone else? It's a very easy question. Only one student out of fifth, okay. Yeah, the option, so many of three of you have given the correct answer, but I was expecting at least all of you has given the right answer, should give the right answer. As I have already told that integrated weed management includes all the physical, chemical, biological, and this question is asked in the AFO 2015. Biological, biochemical, preventive, and your last one physical, chemical, biological, biochemical, preventive, one more I am, and last one is the cultural. Okay, so we all know the tillage operations come under the physical or the mechanical one, and the use of herbicide comes under chemical. The close planting, it's this one is come under the cultural, and I have given you the example of this also, oh, in the case of the cotton. So all of three, one, two, three, all of these were included. Now the next question is the Phalaris minor is associated weed. Phalaris minor is an associated weed with crop rice, maize, wheat, chickpea. Yeah, wheat. Someone have wheat. Okay, only two. Only 2% have given the right answer. Okay, and this question is also asked in the AFO 2015. Okay, Now the next question is the most effective weed control measure of crop associated and crop bound weed. This is the question, and the options are mulching, crop rotation, intercropping, and intercultivation. Crop rotation. One only one student have given. Okay, yeah, it's correct answer. Two is the correct. The option two is the correct answer because we know that the crop associated weed or the crop bound weed. Over here, we are talking about the parasitic weed or the crop associated weed, and in this crop association, maybe the specific environment required or the mimicry types, and for this we have to go for the crop rotation. And I have given you the example key in the rice wheat cropping system. If Phalaris minor is there in the wheat crop, so we have to go for the barley or oats in this at the place of the wheat, and this is known as the crop rotation. Okay, so over here you and this question were asked in the Rajasthan pre-entrance exam in the year 2019. Okay, so now you can see, if you go through the chapter, means if you read or see the all the lectures given by me, then you will be able to answer all the questions. These are very easy questions. Okay, one more two to three questions I will be taking more, then I will start. Those weed are similar in morphology with the host crop is called. This question again, Rajasthan pre PG 2016, and options are vegetative mimicry, phenotypic mimicry, alien weeds, A and B both. No one has given the answer of this question. Why? Okay, one has given. Yeah, it's correct. The answer is fourth one, because we know that if the similar in morphology, if weeds are similar in morphology with the crop, then it is known as vegetative, and the second name is also the phenotypic. So over here, both options are given. So A and B will be the correct answer. Zygogramma biocolorata ba it's reta feeds on first option water hyacinth, second option okay someone has given the answer, let's see. Third one is the parthenium and the fourth one is the sacrum. Okay, parthenium b ore band के option is correct. Jhansi Rani. Option 3 is correct answer. Yeah, because zygogramma is usually feeds on the parthenium, and this zygogramma is a beetle, and this beetle came from the Mexico in the year 1983 to control the parthenium, and this parthenium was first seen in the Pune in the year 1955 in India. Okay, and this Parthenium came from USA. Means Parthenium is the exotic breed. Okay, so in this way you have to learn. And can anyone give me the name of that biological control agent for the water hyacinth? Ki how we can control water hyacinth biologically? Neochatina, very good. And anyone else? So many are there in the water hyacinth. Actually, water hyacinth. Someone more has given the answer. Very good. Samoids. And this samoids, okay, water hyacinth is controlled by hyacinth moth, which is known as samoids, and hyacinth weevil. Okay, and this hyacinth weevil is known as Neochatina. Neochatina ecornea. Very good. Ecornea, water moth, water weevil, hyacinth, sorry, hyacinth moth, hyacinth weevil, as well as this water hyacinth is also controlled through fungus or the fungi. And there are two fungi, alternaria and rhizoctonia. This fungi also controls the water hyacinth biologically, and one bioherbicide is also there which is used to control orthoglycoma terroristmide. Okay. Can anyone give me the bioherbicide name? Not Colago. It's wrong. Colago. In the name, it's there. Colago. It means the collato trichum. Yeah, it's correct. One has given ABJ 500. It's the ABJ 500B, and this ABJ 500B is extracted by from a microorganism, that is the Sarcospora rhodmini. Okay, and this usually used to control the water hyacinth. And One student have given the example of the orthoglycoma. That's also correct, which is the bite, and this bite have been came from the Florida in the year 1982. 1982. Okay. So now we will be starting our lecture today. These are the questions which are asked. So now you will be able to see how the AFO or any other exams are going to ask the questions regarding the lecture, this weed chapter. Okay. Now today's topic is herbicide formulation. Okay. So first of all, we have to focus on this term formulation. Ki what is the meaning of the formulation? Okay. So formulation is a process. What is that? It's a formulation means it's a process in which into by which what we have to do, we have to technical active ingredients are made ready for use. Okay, over here active ingredients, I will be telling you the meaning of this. Ki this herbicide formulation is the process is by which technical active ingredients are made ready for use. And how we are going to make it ready? So by mixing with any liquid or dry diluents, by grading it, or by addition of a particular by addition of emulsifiers, stabilizers, and other formulation adjuvants. Okay, so over here so many terms are there: adjuvants, stabilizer, emulsifiers, active ingredients. Hence we will be discussing this one by one. So, but the herbicide formulation, it's a process in which technical active ingredients are made ready for use. And how we can be making it ready for use? By mixing with liquid, with any liquid, or with the dry diluents. And how we are going to add that? By grading or by adding the additions, emulsifiers, stabilizers, or other formulation adjuvants. Okay, so, in this herbicide formulation, the first term was active ingredients. So, we should focus on that. Ki what is active ingredient? So the active ingredients is that part of formulated product, means it is the product, means formulated product, that part of the formulated product which we have formulated, and it's the part of that which are mainly responsible for herbicidal effects. Means the main part of any formulation or the herbicide, right, which have the toxicity in that. Okay, means which shows the herbicidal will effect. Okay, and this active ingredient may be any liquid, a solid, or gas. And in usually this active ingredients cannot be used for weed control without the further processing, into a suitable formulation. Means this active ingredient has to be formulated it so that it will be able to control the weeds. Okay, but in short, you have to learn this ki this active ingredient is that part of the formulated product which are mainly responsible for the herbicidal effect, or you can say the for the toxicity nature is there. Toxicity nature for weeds or the herbicidal effects are there in the active ingredients. Okay, now usually one question asks regarding this active ingredient, so we should focus on that. Suppose one question is given. I am dictating that question. Key the quantity of sati 10 WP used for pre-emergence weed control in rice. Okay, if कर लो quantity of sati 10 WP used for the pre-emergence weed control in rice if its active ingredients means is 1 kg per hectare, means we have to apply high active ingredients of sati 10 WP as 1 kg per hectare AI per hectare. To tell me the quantity of sati used to control the rice. Can anyone give the answer? Over here, it should be its recommended dose. I think it's a mistake in the question. Its recommended dose is 1 kg AI per hectare. Okay. Uh, I think no one is going to give the answer. I'm telling you. Whenever this recommended dose is given, and we have to calculate the total quantity of that herbicide, what quantity we have to apply in the field, so that and its active ingredient 1 kg AI per hectare will be present in the field. Okay, so over here recommended dose is 1 kg AI per hectare, and over here in the herbicide you see only 10% vegetable powder or formulation is there ki if on this 10% vegetable powder means if we have to apply, we are applying 100 gram in the feel, then only 10 gram will be present in the means that active ingredient, or the toxicity of that herbicide will be 10 gram only. And 10% means this will be like this. Okay, 10% means ki out of 100 kg only 10 kg will be there as a active ingredients, but we have to apply how much? And 1 kg active ingredient. So what we will be doing, we will be how we will be calculate ki the weight of commercial product required will be equals to the weight of chemical which required in active ingredient, in the form of active ingredient, divided by percent expressed as decimal. So in this question we have to find this x is equals to the weight of chemical was given 1 kg EAI per hectare, and the percentage were 10%. So this we will be writing as 10 divided by 100, because we have to convert that percent into decimal. So over here it should be 1.10. Okay, so how much will it come? Yeah, it's a 10 kg. Like this you have to do in the question. One more question I am giving you. Solve it. The quantity of atrazine, 80% atrazine is there in the form of EC. 80% EC used for pre-emergence in maize, you have to, if the recommended dose of atrazine is zero point 0.5 kg AI per hectare. Calculate the quantity. I'm waiting for the answer. Okay. 20 kg is the wrong answer. I'm telling you how we are going to calculate. Over here, we have to apply zero point 0.5 kg. So over here, 0.5 kg AI per hectare will be there. And this 80% over here, it should be vegetable powder, not EC. 80% means we have to divide 80 divided by 100, that then it will be in decimal, so it will be 8.8. And if we calculate this, then it will come 0 0.5 divided by 0 0.8, and the answer 0.625 kg atrazine will be applied to the field. Okay. So who has calculated the 20? I don't know how he has calculated that. I think what that's a wrong answer. So only this much question is going to be asked related to the herbicide formulation. Now I will be telling you different types of formulation. Okay, the first one is the vegetable powder. Okay, and this vegetable powder is usually the particle size of this vegetable powder is less than 3 micro, and it usually form the suspension. And this vegetable powder also includes one diluents, second the surface active agents or auxiliary materials, and at last it might includes the wetting agents. And the examples of all these are, the diluents are usually having the low bulk density and high absorptive capacity, but the characteristic of diluent you don't have to focus. But the diluents examples are silica gel, hydrated aluminum oxide, and the synthetic calcium silicate. These are worked, all these silica gel, hydrated aluminum, and synthetic calcium silicate are used as a diluents. And the surface active agents examples are the detergents such as sulfonates of alkali metal. Okay, these are used as the surface active agent. Then we are having auxiliary materials, and in this auxiliary materials, it includes the sodium salts of sulfur acids and lignin sulfur acids. And at last, the wetting agents, it also increase the retention of the chemicals. Okay, this wetting agents usually increase the retention, and in this the examples are packed in polythene or aluminum foil liner papers. So it will uh, increase the heat time duration of that chemical. Okay, And the vegetable powders examples are, in this vegetable powder are having in low solubility. Okay, so in this we have to give the continuous agitation, means we have to, if we are given means kept in any container, then in with one rod or end we have to circulate it, means so that it will not because it's only it dispersed in this liquid, otherwise it will be this precipitated at the beneath of the means that any container. Okay, because it's having low solubility. Okay, and this vegetable powder range will be there into 50 to 80% vegetable powder, and the examples are atrazine, which I have taken just before the question. 80% WP, the Simagen is having 50% WP. Then we are having the example of isoproteron, which has the 70% WP. And then we are having diuron, which is having 80% WP. Okay, so in this you just have to remember one thing, ki this vegetable powder or are usually suspended in a form, means in the water, or and which forms the suspension. And because this vegetable powder provide high degree of dispersion. Okay, and active ingredients for its in penetration. Over here dispersion, high degree of dispersion is there of active ingredients and for its penetration. And that's why what we have to give, we have to apply some additional things, so that like a diluent or surface active agents or the auxiliary material or the wetting agent, and so that it will increase the retention of the chemicals on the plant surface. Okay, and examples I have already given you and but the question for the AFO point of view, who they will only ask like this, ki the vegetable powder is having the low solubility or high solubility, or it required continuous agitation or not, means the simple questions they will ask. And only at in that case when your question paper is of high level, means it's might be in the category of the tough paper, otherwise they will not ask any question regarding to the vegetable powder, the examples diluents or the surface active, like this they are not going to ask you. But you should know ki what is the vegetable powder and the examples of some examples with their formulation. Okay, then we are having the second one, we are having the soluble powder. Okay, I have taken as it was given the herbicides maybe in the form of dry or liquid or gas, like these the examples were there. So I have taken the solid one. And in soluble powder, it's just opposite to the vegetable powder. Over no, not exactly opposite, over there it was the low solubility, but in the case of the soluble powder, it is water soluble, and its form homogeneous solution. Okay, but in case of the vegetable powder, it forms the suspension. Okay, and but over here it forms the solution. Okay, but as it was there ki the vegetable powder were having diluents, adjuvants, and anything, but in this we are not adding any other things to solubilize that powder. Okay, and the examples of the soluble powder are sodium, salts of 2,4-D, or you can say endothiol, TCA, and Delapone. Okay, these are the examples of the soluble powder. Then we are having the third one, we are having soluble concentrate. And in this, two categories are there. The first one is the water soluble concentrate, and the second one is the oil soluble concentrate. Okay, and this water soluble concentrate can be written as WSC, and this oil soluble concentrate name is like the liquid suspension. Also we can call it as soluble liquid or the liquid suspension, and which are not soluble in liquid, but it is solubilized. This oil soluble, it solubilized into any organic solvents, and that solvent is added to the water. Okay, then it is known as the liquid suspension, and this water soluble are ready to get solubilized in the water. And over here the examples are again 2,4-D e salts or MCPA, 2,4,5-T, and then we are having pentachlorophenol. Okay, but in case of the liquid suspension, the examples are sabprazen and nitrile. Okay, then we are having fumigants, and at the time of fumigation, I have told you these are usually volatile chemicals, so you can say in other words these are the form of the gases, and these are applied into the soil to produce a gas, and that will destroy the weed seeds and act as a soil sterilant. Okay, and it also injected as a liquid, and these are fumigants are usually used to kill the deep rooted perennials, and also for eliminating the weed seeds. This is also very important because we know that the seed dormancy are very much so, maybe for 1 year or 2 year also, or they will be lying in the soil as it is, but after some time their weed seeds gets germinate. So for eliminating the weed seeds also we are using the fumigants, and the examples again methyl bromide, metham, and chloropecrin. This is also known as the tear.
Yes.
Yes. Now we are having the granules, and the granules usually contain 1 to 20% concentration of herbicide, and in particular the solid carrier. Okay, means any solid substance is there, and on that 1 to 20% in concentration of herbicide will be there, and these are usually suitable for the direct field application. Okay, means we don't have to solubilize or like this, we don't have to do that. We generally apply directly to the field. Okay, and in granular formulation, whatever technical active ingredient is there, it is mixed with or coated or inert carrier material. Means it's usually mixed with, or you can say it can be coated on any inert carrier material or of the approximate particle size of the granulated sugar. Means at granulated sugar size are there, and maybe it's mixed, the herbicides may be mixed with that, or the it will be coated on that inert carrier material. Okay, and the examples will many materials such as the expanded vermiculite, you can say, or the clay particles usually it can be used over here as a carrier, the on which the herbicides are coated, and that's the substance on which the herbicides are coated, they may be inert carrier material, and these inert carrier material may be the clay particles like bentolite, like vermiculite, also elite, and all these clay particles you have studied in the soil science, and also diatomaceous earth or the limestone or your gypsum, etc. Anything, and the sand also you can use in this, and these granular formulations directly applied to the soil. Okay, any confusion? Okay, now one more thing are there, and that are the emulsifiable concentrate. And as you all know ki suppose any if we add water, if we add oil in water, or like these are the examples, oil in water are examples of emulsion. Okay, it means in emulsion what is there, ki the water will be at the lower position, but the oil is not going to mix, and it will be float on the surface of the water. Okay, so for mixing these two liquids we usually add the emulsifiers. Okay, so these emulsifiers are act as a surface active agents which readily emulsify the concentrate into the final spray liquid, so that these two liquids will can be mixed together. Okay, and so the last one is the emulsifiable concentrate, and usually emulsifiable concentrate upon the dilution with water gives the stable emulsion suitable for spraying on the plant surface. And these emulsions are at equal concentration of active ingredients are usually more effective than the corresponding suspensions. And again this emulsifiable concentrate is of two types. The first one is the concentrated emulsions, and the second one is the miscible oil. Only these terms will be more than sufficient for your AFO, or nothing more you have to this you have to focus on this. And in this emulsifier, this emulsifiers, it's only help in uniform distribution of chemicals in the water. And by adding the emulsifier, we don't need any stirring over there. Okay, this emulsifier will help us to mix the two liquid uniformly. And the examples of this emulsifiable concentrate, it are 2,4-D ester, elachlor, nitrofen, dialate, fluchloralin, glyphosate, and pendimethalin. Okay, these are the examples of emulsifiable concentrate. And in granules, we are having the examples of butachlor, the granules of butachlor, examples of the granules. And in this also we can use the 2,4-DE ethyl ester. In fumigants, I have already told you what are the examples. Now, in herbicide formulation, we have learned two more terms, and that was the adjuvants and the safeners. Okay, so there are the chemicals which are used for improving the herbicidal effects, or their selectivity, means the chemicals which improves the herbicidal effect or its selectivity, or maybe it's prolong the self life of that herbicide or the concentration. Okay, so these two terms, the adjuvants, and in that adjuvants, these adjuvants are usually of eight types. And in that adjuvants we are having stabilizers. Okay, there are eight types of adjuvants, and these adjuvants are usually increase the herbicidal effect, or you can the selectivity of that herbicide or active ingredients, or it also prolong the shelf life of the concentration. Now these adjuvants improve the herbicidal effect, but this adjuvants may not increase the innate activity of any herbicide, but it's only improve its availability at the action site in the plant. Means these adjuvants are not how it's increase the herbicidal effect. So it's only means improve its availability by increasing or by improving the availability of herbicide to the plant, or to that action site in the plant. Its action site action site to the plant, and its herbicidal activity or the effects is going to be increased, but it's not going to increase the innate activity of the herbicides. And there are total eight adjuvants. Just know the name of that adjuvants. First one is the surfactants, second one is the stabilizers, third one is the coupling agent, the fourth one is the humicants, The fifth one is the deposit builders. The sixth one is the compatibility agent. Compa- compatibility agents. Seventh one is the activators, and eighth one is the drift control agents. Only these names are more than sufficient ki what are the eight types of the adjuvants. Okay. And now one more term I am telling you, which from the exam point of view is important, but nothing more than that. Safeners. Okay. So herbicide safeners you can say, or you can say the herbicide protectants, or you can say the herbicide antidotes. Okay. So over here with the antidotes, it may be the clear key. These are the substances which usually used along with the herbicide to protect the crop plants from the possible damage by the herbicide. Means suppose we are adding the safeners with the herbicide effect with herbicides, then these safeners are why we are adding it with the herbicide, because so that it this safener is going to protect the crop from this herbicide effect. Okay. So the other terms, the antidotes, herbicide antidotes, herbicide protectants, or the safeners, these all are the synonyms with each other. Okay. So today we have completed the questions or the some one numerical based on the herbicide formulation, and different types of formulation we have completed. Okay. Thank you, class. And do you have any question? Okay then.
Yeah, shall we start?
Only three students were attended, sir. If you want, you can start.
Okay, let us wait for 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.